Quick video with me of how I hang my radiators. I'm using a laser level because I've got a radiator the opposite side of the room, so I want to make sure they're perfect heights. I measure 100mm down from the top of the radiators to the top screw hole of the brackets. And what I do is I make sure I got a little bit of clear in here from the windowsill, measure 100mm down, and that'll give me my perfect heights. You hover up the radiator to the center of your opening and then quickly mark the center of your radiator hanging lugs. Hover up the brackets to the actual laser level mark in this top screw hole. Hang him so he's vertically downwards, and then mark 2 holes in the top screw hole and the bottom screw hole brackets. Plug and screw and tighten them on. You can measure from the floor upwards, so if you know you've got 6-inch skirting and you're hanging at 7-inch, you literally put a mark at 7 inches on the wall, measure at 500mm, and that'll give you your top screw hole height. I'm just removing the blanks in the radiator tails. This is the hex style one. Normally you can get the ones with the little flat head openings on them, and they're a bit of a pain to get out because you've got to ram your screwdriver in and sort of twist at funny angles to get them out depending on how much paint they've put on. I always make my radiator tails in with Loctite 577. I've used it for over 15 years and I've never had a problem on them since. As long as you make sure that the thread is dry, it's not got any water in or anything like that, you will get a perfect seal on these. So there's no more using PTFE tape and having all the tape all showing and looking a bit ganky. So we just make up the olives up. I use Boss White. Hover up the pipework so you know on the endings of the actual radiator valves. Mark them, cut them, stick them in the fitting, and then do them up with a 24mm spanner. I like using open-ended spanners because I know they're not going to slip. I've had enough of using grips or plier wrenches or anything like that, or adjustable screwdrivers. They're just a pain in the ass after a while. They become loose over time, so I like using open-ended spanners, and it makes me feel a bit more manly and more like a mechanic. So yeah, I do like using them. So I put the little TRV on top. He's a nice little white Drayton one. Make the blanking plugs in the top and the air vent on the right hand side. Tighten them up with your air vent key, and you're ready for filling.